Hi everybody, welcome back to Homeschool Help for Parents. My name is Mrs. Andersen, and today we're talking about handwriting curriculum. Handwriting curriculum is something that I think is really important, of course, like every other curriculum, but handwriting can be overlooked as soon as kids get past about third grade. So I start the kids young with handwriting, and then I keep them doing it all the way through. So my son's in middle school now, and he's still doing handwriting, except now he's doing exclusively cursive. And I think it's really important, number one, because I want my kids to be able to read the Constitution. I want my kids to be able to read the Bill of Rights. I want my kids to be able to read original documents of history without having a translated copy secondhand. So I think number one, that's the most important. And number two, reading letters from their grandmas and other kinds of documents just from relatives. And then also, I think it's a form of art. I was an art teacher for years, and just the movement of the hand and connecting it with the brain and being able to communicate, writing is almost like another language. Being able to communicate in a beautiful way with excellence are all those reasons why I think handwriting is really important. So let's get started with the curriculum. When they're little, itty bitty, I start with handwriting without tears. And there's all different levels. Go to Handwriting Without Tears, go to their website, and they have all the order of which one to start with and how to keep moving through. And I think this one might be the second book. Stella ripped the cover off of hers. So we just have this now. And it eases them into handwriting beautifully. And when they say handwriting without tears, they mean it, and it's true, and it works. So I'm just going to show you a couple little things. Starts very slowly with letters. And then it gives them something fun to color. Stella wasn't big on coloring all her little things, but that doesn't matter. Then they graduate to multiple letters on a page. And then they graduate to recognizing some words and tracing letters and making letters that go with the words. It really eases them in a fun way. So when your kid sees this, like you have to do 1 page a day, that's what I tell Stella and Luke and Sophia, 1 page a day. This does not look too scary. So it's fun, no complaining, goes pretty quickly. It's a nice curriculum. So that is the earlier level. She'll be starting this one, the orange book, Luke calls it. He says, I remember the orange book, even though he's 11. And here you're doing a little bit more copy work where you see the word and then you have to copy it. So it gets a little bit more advanced. But again, you have a fun picture, you have stuff to trace, something to color, and it's not too overwhelming each page for the early years. So this is kindergarten, first grade. Then as they get older, so Stella is getting a little bit older, I switched to Memoria Press. So Stella's kind of simultaneously, because she said she kind of wanted a big book like the big kids. The big kids do the Memoria Press copybooks, and Stella wanted one. So I got her the earliest one. This one, I wouldn't say is without tears. This one is a little more serious. It starts with boom, 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 right? This is typically what brings the tears. But Stella wanted to do this kind because her big brother and sister were. So I would not recommend starting with this. This is what I would graduate into, 2nd, 3rd grade. And then they have all different kinds of poetry. They have different kinds of little things to copy. Like here's this poem here. 30 days hath September. Do you know that poem? And then you copy it here on the side. Now, the key to copy work is not just to have the kids scrawl out whatever they see, just write the letters. The key to copy work is to get them to write each word perfectly. So when my kids start out, I have them just write one word. And I have them write that word perfectly. Every curve and every line has to line up perfectly. And if they can't do that one word right, we erase it and we do it again. But they only have to do one word that day. Now, then I graduate them to 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, but it has to be perfect. Really, really careful. So I don't want them to write just for the sake of writing. I don't want the sloppy letters to be reinforced just for the heck of it. We're doing it as an art form, and we're doing it to do it well. So here we have the next level of Memoria Press's copy work. You know, you want the kids to strive for excellence in everything they do. So again, we have different kinds of poems. You have it right there and then a spot to write it. And sometimes I'll just give Sophia maybe 1 or 2 lines, a paragraph. You know, it depends on your kid's mood that day. If they're having a really rough day, just give them 2 lines. You know how to push your kid. You know, if they're doing fine, have them do 2 paragraphs. As they get older, Luke does a whole page no matter what. And of course he's in cursive now. So he's doing his practice copybooks in cursive, but I'll do a whole nother video on cursive and how to teach it and what are the best curriculums for cursive. But I continue it. I think it's a really important artistic skill and a skill for history and for research. All right, so that's it for now for handwriting. Handwriting without tears. And then the Memoria Press copybook series. I'll have the links down below, and you'll be able to find these on Amazon or at Memoria Press's website. All right, I hope that was helpful. Come on back again for another video from me in the future with more tips, more ideas, and more curriculum. Happy schooling. See you next time.